Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, ready to get underway. Now here is Zach McKinstry. Not close with that one, and we are underway.
First pitch, 6-10.
Fouled off. He was late. The shortstop takes the ball. Sasaki, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound of this ball club. 2-1 now. Out to center. Edman in position. Makes the catch for the out. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup.
Batting second, the center fielder, Parker.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Parker Meadows.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
Swing and a ground ball. Just got him on that one.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
And now Pudge Rodriguez. Fastball for a strike. And that's in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Pitch misses. The count now 2-2. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Homered last night, added another hit as well. First pitch misses. Two outs. There goes the runner. Pitch almost got him. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Two balls, two strikes to count with 2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. That misses, and now it's 3-2. Kerry Carpenter in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Clay Buchholz.
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Bottom of the first. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Inside, just missed. And a pitch. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
3-1.
There's the strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Mookie now. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Ohtani gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Shohei on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second, nobody out.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next one misses, and now 3-2.
Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate, digging in, Babe Ruth.
It's 0-1.
No outs, runners at first and second. That one's in there. 0-2 now. Double play ball to second. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here is Aaron Judge. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Outside. And that is ball 1. Now Judge drives one. Deep left field. That's back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. End of 1. And we're still scoreless. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter.
Sasaki, the 6'2 righty, 23 years old. And he was born in Japan. Sasaki back to work. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days. We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Riley Green. First pitch doesn't find the zone. No score here in the second. Now a screamer into the outfield. Ruth hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Two down, bases empty. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And downstairs. Good take by Torres.
No, that's inside.
Next offering is in for a strike. Pulls that one foul. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And first offering is fouled off. Torres off of first with 2 away. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 left for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's your 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Out to short. Slings to first, and Freeman is retired.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Tommy.
And here comes Tommy Edman. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Pitches in there. Strike 1. Edman launched a homer in his most recent game. Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Fought off foul. And there's a base hit, and that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, the shortstop, Zach.
Back to the top of the lineup, Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Fly to center his first time. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Keith gets his lead at first with nobody out. Falling behind 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Meadows in the box now. Takes strike 1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Rodriguez.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Pudge Rodriguez will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Out towards right center field. Edman sizes this one up. Makes the grab for the second out. And now Adrian Beltre struck out looking his first time. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs. Base hit. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
First and second, 2 outs. And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next offering is down low. Two on, 2 outs. And that's downstairs. And now 3-0. Riley Green up next for the Tigers. Fastball for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's in for a strike. Full count now.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. And that one ripped to left. Ruth pulls it down, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
just missed. Outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jackie Robinson in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 out, bases empty.
One and one.
On the ground, right side. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He reached out a walk his first time. That's towards center. And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a swing and a miss. They get 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Gleyber Torres. He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. Tigers are shut down there, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. And here is Mookie Betts. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Misses outside, and it's 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Rodriguez up with it to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you, I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
Here's one more look, Ziggy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. So up next, Babe Ruth. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that is downstairs. 1-0. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Aaron Judge in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering in there for a strike. They're down 3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bo.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly up in with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Fly to left his first time. And that's downstairs and outside.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
There's Freddie Freeman down. 0 for 1 so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Meadows makes the grab, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 25,
Tommy Edman at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's there. He's got it. And there's two down.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's Muncy to hit.
Muncy.
There's a strike. Hammer, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the catcher.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that drops in for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Muncy leads off first with two down to the inning. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sasaki back to work. Ball one low.
Well, these Tigers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Sasaki ready to fire now. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now at the plate, Parker Meadows. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Meadows goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. And he takes a strike.
1-1. 1.
That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 5th. Foul ball there. Hit hard on the ground is short. Now a jump throw. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first, and not every shortstop can even make that play.
So 2 down. Pudge Rodriguez up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boot.
Sasaki keeping him close. In the dirt. The 1-0. Fouled off left side. Here's a 1-1. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground right side. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Tigers leave 1, and they still trail it here 3-1. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Jackie Robinson.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
And that skips into dirt. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Brant Herter up and loosening in the pen. Foley, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And another ball. That's down and in.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Got a full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Clay Buchholz departs, and he's not going to be happy.
Now
on the mound now, Brant Herter. This is his 3rd time out this year. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the power speed combo, Shohei Ohtani. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Herter keeping an eye on him. Misses the sweeper.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Robinson on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Here's Mookie Betts. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Man at first, one away. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Grounded to third, could be two. Throw on to Torkelson. Mookie retired, 2 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Babe Ruth. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And that is out of play. That one outside. Going to count 1 and 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Tigers 1. And we're back. Top 6. Now here's the top. Tyler Glasnow takes over on the mound. This is his first appearance of the season.
Tyler Glasnow.
That's in there. 0-1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball drilled center field. 1 away.
Riley Green.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. 0 for 2 in this one. Steps off and looks to first.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ripped into right center. Base hit. Throw into third, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
2 on, 1 out. And next up for the Tigers, Gleyber Torres.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Missed inside with the curve. Beltre on third. Green over at first with 1 away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And now it's even up.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Good pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Next offering is down low. And the count now even up. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. So Torque takes the whip.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. First pitch just misses. 2 on, 2 outs. And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That's inside.
Ball.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Foley.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Judge waits, and that's outside.
2-2.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That one not close, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So a man at first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest getting loose out there. Canely warming up as well. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he...
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And that one gets past the catcher. Judge up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Line drive. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done, drives in the run. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's a guy who does it all. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with them.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. There's one.
Well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
Here comes Max Muncy. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
It's 0-1.
Throw over to first, and he's back in easily. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Edman over at first with one away. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Throw. Save. Punch too late with the toss. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
The 1-1. And that one missing low. One out, and a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner goes again. In the air, left side. Green settles under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Now batting.
And up to the plate is Will Smith, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Edman up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
Next offering is fouled back. Runner at third, 2 away. Oh, and this one gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily.
Runner's got to be happy to be crossing the dish right there. Easy decision to head home when you see the ball get that far away from the catcher.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. So 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 7th inning coming up. Back here at Chavez Ravine, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Zach McKinstry. And that one fouled off. That one fouled off.
That's a ball. Finish him.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Robinson over to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. 1 for 3. And that one just missed off the outside edge. And he hits a ground ball right side. Freeman takes it to the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Rodriguez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And another ball.
Yeah. 2 and 1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good. His 2nd home run of the series. It's 5-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. No, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Anthony Banda done for the night.
Now pitching for
Kenta Maeda will take over here.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And a sweeper misses for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
And that's outside. And that's ball one.
1-0.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time
One
to
ball,
choke
one
up a
strike.
little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Just missed.
2-1.
That one off the mark. 3-1.
You got this.
Right through there for a strike.
Counts full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
So man aboard. Stepping in, Shohei Ohtani. Grounder might be two. Quickly to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now it's Mookie
Now
Betts.
batting, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Vest with a move to first. Ohtani back in. Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. And a foul ball. Turns and fires the Betts. Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to third because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
This one in the air. Torres moving under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting.
And next for L.A., Babe Ruth. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That one missing inside. Ohtani at third with 2 away. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. hit to third. Inning over.
Let's go.
One left for LA, and it remains 5-3. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the 8th, and now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Number 30, Kerry.
Maeda goes 6'1", 36 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Evan Phillips.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That clips the corner.
0-1. That's a ball. 1-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. Out of here. A massive home run. His first homer of the year. It's 5-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Ball one there.
1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now at second base.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1-1.
That's not even close to the zone.
Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
0-2.
Next offering is outside. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And there's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the tying run is on base.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runner at first with 2 away. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Tanner Scott.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Across the letters at 99.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Line drive. And that's the 3rd out. Detroit making up ground with this homer. It's down to 1 at 5-4. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tommy Kahnle.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. On the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit, Tyler Holton. And now the count is even.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2.
That's a ball. Full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy.
2 down, bases empty. Tommy Edman getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And that's outside.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Ball.
Outside low. 2-2. Stays alive. Two down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They lead at 5-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Zach McKinstry.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
Just missed. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
On the ground to third. Whips it across. Now 1 gone in the ninth.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
He's 2 outs away. Meadows, the next to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Nasty pitch right there. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So they're down to their final out. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. And that's in there for a strike. With slider that finds the mark. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Next pitch misses way outside.
That's a ball.
Next offering is fouled back. One strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Sasaki with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long